How you going, everyone? Steve here. Well, I just decided to come for a little bit of a drive just up the road from where I live. It's called Mount Rural. I'll just show you where we are. We're in Kingaroy. So, beautiful little camping, well, not camping, it's just a picnic area. Just at one of the highest points in Kingaroy. So you're looking down into the valley down there, and I don't know whether you can see it way over in the distance there, the end of my finger. There's some smoke. That is Trong Power Station, one of the biggest employers in Kingaroy. And just through those trees down there is the town of Kingaroy. So we're going to hold the camera up a bit higher and show you. A little lookout up there, and radio towers and all sorts of things. But what I brought you up here to show you, I did a video yesterday at home on my FJ, but unfortunately something went wrong with the SD card, and I lost all the information. So what I'm going to show you again is what I was recording, because I've had a few people ask. I put a post up on Facebook on one of the groups I'm in. Sorry about that, bit of a cough. Not COVID, just a dry throat from talking. But I've been buying a bit more recovery gear. I'll climb in the back of the truck here and see if I can find it. It's down the front there. Let me go grab it. So I've slowly been upgrading all my recovery gear. I did a video on the weight of some of my recovery gear a few weeks ago, but there's my recovery gear bag, from a little bag I got from Drifter. But doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Lucky these zips are really good. But that's my ultra shackle I got on the front, some soft shackles, recovery hitch, winch rope, just some pliers and stuff. But I decided that I would get some decent recovery points. So what I've got here is the box that my recovery points come in. I ordered them off Opposite Lock. They're really good. I think they're only like 150 bucks, something like that. But they were in here. They're not anymore. So they're in the top, in that side there. And then all the screws and bolts, I do have two left over. I'll show you why in a minute. Because I have put these on. I was going to show you how I put them on. I do carry a little bag of tools in the back here. I'll just settle this camera down for a second and unzip it. It's always hard when you're trying to do things on your own. I think that was the spanner I used. But yeah, so I put a post up on, like I said, on one of the FJ sites, just on, because I wasn't quite sure. I got this X-Rocks bar, and I wasn't quite sure how they actually fitted on there. Now, when I put this on, I put these here on, I think you call them like a bullhorn hook. They say they're only rated to, what is it, 10,000 lb pounds, so I don't know, I just wasn't really, if I had to use them I would. I bolted those on. They bolt into the side of the bar there. They're virtually in the middle. If I had to use them I would, but yeah, I just wasn't overly confident on this hook here. Like if this snapped, that's a fair bit of steel flying at you, because they do look like a cast. They may be like a flattened steel, like they may just bend, but I just wasn't quite sure. Now there is another hole here in the front of the X-Rocks bar. That's to put those rounded, like it's got a nut that goes on the back with a washer and a round hook that you can put off there as well. So there is a couple of options for recovery points. The car itself has got recovery point, well, they're not recovery points, they're just the tie down points that they come from the factory, where they tie them down and when they're in the boat, I suppose. They're not rated. That will just bend and break. You wouldn't use it as a recovery point. So there's the road safe ones that I put on. They've come up really good. Now obviously if you're in a recovery situation, I don't think I would actually like to be pulling sideways off these, because I did see a photo of one of these bent in half. They are rated to 3,500. I'll go to the one on the other side because the recovery information's on it. So 3,250 kg. So that's it there. I have put them on. I was thinking they were quite difficult. I just wasn't sure where exactly. That's why I asked on one of the sites, because it didn't come with a lot of information on how to put them on. There was a website that you could scan a QR code on the side of the box, but it was a bit useless actually. I checked on YouTube, things like that, but putting the post on Facebook and just asking the question really helped out. So this bolt here, or this bolt here, was actually one of the bolts that was holding the bull bar on. This is the chassis, the frame of the FJ here, and that one there is exactly the same rated nut as that one there. It's just that one was part of the bull bar kit, so there was already a nut inside the frame that bolt fitted, that nut bolt fitted into, and here there was a hole that one fitted to, and up here there was another smaller hole that I'll show you on the other side, because I've lost the cover on that side. I'll have to get it replaced. They're only a plastic cover. That, see that press stud there clipped into just there. Now I had looked at some photos and some had only put these two bolts in, but I figured the third one would be better, because I heard someone said if you just drill that one out you can get one in there. So that's what I did. I actually drilled a 12mm hole which suited that bolt up in here. I don't think it's going to hurt. Like you can see there's another one there with a thread in it, but it doesn't fit into that one. But so I've got all those three all lined up. I think that's what you actually do, because they were the only three holes that lined up perfectly. So this is actually the bolt here, MY12. So that's the same as that one there, and they should do the job. Now how you got those in there, I'll just go around the other side because the wheel's around the other way. But what you do is, of course I've got two of these left over because there was already a nut down there. You bend that bit of wire out. Now I'm trying to do this one-handed. And what you do, see that hole there? You stick it in there and you use that bit of wire to push it down beside the hole, and then you screw the bolt in to it. And it's basically that simple. So it was a little bit fiddly with that top one there. I'll show you why in a second. That one there was easy. The top one took a little bit more, but once I sorted out what I was doing, so it just pokes into that hole there. Now you can see here there's already one wire there that was for the bull bar. Then I've got these two other cut off wires here. I had to cut them off with a pair of pliers. That one there, because it's so close to the top of the chassis rail, and this bit of steel here, it just couldn't get it up high enough to get the bolt in. Like if you can imagine that there, you can see that bit of steel just sticking up. So what I actually did was got my angle grinder and cut that bit of steel off the top there, so when I put it in I could screw that bolt on. So it was really easy. Like it literally, after I cut that off, it took me like 15 minutes to put those on. So only thing I've got to do here is I've got to fix up, get another, because I actually have lost that. I didn't realise it was blown off. because they're only held on by little clips, and it's a bit of rubber. So I've probably, you know, sticks gone through it or something like that. But I'll get another one. I'll make something up. I have seen some of the guys on one of the Facebook sites say they have replaced these and made them themselves, because you don't, like, you can see the engine bay in there. So but that's basically my road safe recovery points. And yeah, like I said, just a 19mm spanner, I think it was. Yep, that's the one. So 19mm spanner, a couple of these, a drill bit, and 15 minutes of your time on each side, and they were on. And they're actually made for like a Prado, but also the FJ, because I don't know if anyone knows anything about the FJs. They're basically just a Prado running gear, and most of the parts in them are interchangeable with Prado. So that's it there. So like I said, I've got the new Ultra Track Ultra Hook from Factor 55 on there now. I'm going to get a bridle that'll go into both sides of that and come out to here. I'll probably get it off Drifter, because they're making all their own recovery gear now. And I look forward to giving it a test run and have a go at it all. So thanks very much for watching, and see you on the next one.